Hi everybody, it's Whitney from All the Shelves. Today I wanted to film a very quick Friday Reads video. I had a very taxing week at work, just full of lesson planning and thinking through some difficult concepts and grading, which is just like the very worst. So I decided today was just a half day of work and I am enjoying the rest of my afternoon reading. I just finished Fledgling by Octavia Butler, and this morning on my run I finished listening to The Silkworm, which is the second in the Robert Galbraith J.K. Rowling Cormorant Strike series. That's a lot of names, but it was so good, and I think I'm going to film a full review video for that book just because there was a lot of interesting stuff going on with like authorship and mystery novels. Anyway, today I just wanted to tell you very quickly about the books that I am reading this weekend. I finished all these books and now I get to start a batch of new books, and hopefully they're going to just renew my energy for another work week. So since I finished my audiobook, I started a new audiobook and I chose The Blessing Way by Tony Hillerman. Not gonna lie, the reason that I initially wanted to read this book was because that is the title of an X-Files episode, and I am a major, intense X-Files fan. And it has nothing to do with the X-Files, but still, that's how big of a fan I am. I'm just going to be attracted to it automatically because of the name. I also wanted to pick this up because I was enjoying the Cormorant Strike series so much. I'm on hold for the third book at the library, and Kate Howe, who has created one of my very favorite booktube channels, just had a video that you should all go watch on why we should read mystery novels. It was so good. It was kind of lengthy, which I loved so much just because she had so much to say and so much to recommend. She had 10 reasons why we read mystery novels, and it just reminded me how much I love mystery novels and how much they've been missing from my life lately. They work really well on audio because you kind of can keep track of all the clues, but they also rehash clues as they go along. This one already seems to be promising. There's supernatural elements, like a combination of witches and werewolves. And heads up, my next video is going to be about witches and werewolves. So it just fit in really perfectly with some of the things I'm thinking about right now, and I'm really looking forward to getting further into this one. The next book that I am going to be starting as soon as I finish filming this video is Broken Harbour by Tana French, another mystery. This one is part of a series that I've really been enjoying. She is the author of In the Woods, The Likeness, and A Faithful Place. I think that's the name of her 3 other novels. And these aren't necessarily a series, they're more like a collective all about what's called the Dublin Murder Squad. So they're set in Ireland, and it's a bunch of people associated with that police department, but the characters don't necessarily reappear in any like substantial form in each of the novels, at least so far. The one that I've liked the most out of her books is The Likeness, which was very kind of secret history-esque about this group of graduate students who are all kind of suspicious in their own way, and this woman cop who, granted very conveniently, looks like exactly like a murder victim, infiltrates this group and pretends to be the murder victim. Now, I think that it's very obvious that this is quite an unbelievable plot, but it was also really fun and moved along at such a quick pace. This one is about a family who is murdered, it seems like. The book flap says that a husband and 2 children show up murdered and that the wife is in intensive care. So I will let you know how this one goes. And the last thing that I'll be reading this weekend is Saga. I have volume 2, 3, and 4 here. Number 5 has a longer waiting list at my library since it just came out. I finished the first one. I was very impressed. Everybody has been talking about Saga. I don't know that there is much that I can add at this point. Maybe I'll have some things to say after I'm done with all of these volumes. So far, all I know is that it's kind of like an epic series about a interspecial family and a universe who is not pro those kinds of family units. So I expect that there's going to be some real world implications in this fantasy world. So those are the books that I'm going to be reading this weekend. Let me know if you've read any of these books, although if you are up to date on Saga, please don't give anything away because I really hate to have comics spoiled for me and it's so easy to spoil them. Also, I would love to hear what you've been reading about this weekend. Friday read videos, for some reason, are some of my very favorite videos, maybe because I have like a little stalker in me that likes to know what you're doing at all times just to creep you out as much as possible. And I will see you later.